Okay, good morning. So this reading is for Thursday, July 27th, 2023, of course. And while I'm shuffling, I'm going to give you a little bit of the astrology for the day, but please know that the in-depth readings are in the weekly astrology video, and I do have the timestamps in, so you can always, push forward to the whatever day and get more, because if I do it here, the video will be just way too long. So anyway, let's see, with the cards, what do we need to know? And while I'm shuffling, I'll talk about the fact that the moon's in Scorpio, squaring Mercury and Venus, which are exact. Or it probably happened exact a little earlier in the morning, because you can see there's just like 1 minute's difference. But hey, they're kissing, man. So that brings in the combination of thinking about what your values are, connecting with your heart, connecting with your creativity, your creative self-expression, and wondering, like, what is the best way to go, and maybe fine-tuning. With that Scorpio moon, there's a lot of tenacity, there's a lot of perseverance. It's such a great sign for getting things done, and getting things done the right way, the right way for you. And then you can see that, Pluto squaring the nodes, you can see the T-square, you can see the grand square going on here. I know I have too many things highlighted. See right here, Pluto to the nodes, Eris is involved, so it's all about courage, and to the sun. And Pluto, see this cross here, right? It's a lot. It's a lot of energy. There's so much coming out on the news about, dirty politicians and, other issues that are probably not as important, but, they just keep harping on certain things. I'm not going to bring attention to it, but the important thing to notice here, and I just highlighted one of them, but there are two. See this yod here? So the yod between Mercury and Venus has to do with that connection up to Pluto, which is your personal power. So it's at the point, and we have this opportunity, we have to make adjustments in order to stay on our spiritual path, do our best to let go of just wanting to kind of flounder around and not really get it going. If you're getting it going and you're working with your creativity in whatever way works best for you, then you're just fine. And if you're working on healing your soul as deeply as you can, your personal power will come through. It's just a matter of time. And you can see there's also another one here, but right here from the south node to Mercury and Venus, and then back up to Neptune. So that further reinforces what I just said. And with that moon in Scorpio, boy, it's going to be a day of making adjustments to tune in to what is best for you, and follow your intuition with that. Okay, so with our cards, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Swords reversed. So it's a day of sinking into your gratitude, even for all the little things. Look at the itty-bitty snail. Hold on. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on, you can do it. I know it's not a person, but, oh, come on. All right, maybe if I obliterate it, there we go. If I cover everything else up, that's what happens. See that little tiny snail? Isn't that adorable? Yeah. So if we're grateful to all of the beauty in nature, all of the comfort that we have, and we focus in on that, we can create more of it. And it doesn't mean that we need a lot more physical things. Don't judge your progress based on what you have, is what I'm hearing with these. Base your progress on how happy you are with what you have. And don't worry about needing to go back and, grab a hold of something you thought you lost or someone took away from you. Just know that if someone ever stole from you in the past, they're really not getting away with it. Someone else will probably take care of that in the future somehow, and it doesn't mean that you have to. Unless, it's a legitimate lawsuit against somebody, then of course, stand up for yourself. But when we have the Seven of Swords coming through reversed, it can be a warning to, well, it's a couple of different things, and you're only you will know. You're going to have to decide for yourself. It's either a fresh start when it comes to assessing abundance in your life and how to create more, which is always by going into what you have and understanding that if you're not in the bliss of what you have, then you're in some kind of lack. Because if you're wanting something that you don't have right now, you're negating what you do have, and that's not how you build upon what you do have and create that progress. So it could be that. On another level, it could be someone trying to borrow money from you and they're lying about either planning to pay you back or lying about the fact that they're lying as to whether or not they really need it, or how it's going to be spent, something like that. With the Two of Wands reversed, this would be just, again, it's our card where the progress isn't really solid yet, but it's also a card of running out of options. So this could be somebody who's lying to you, who's run out of options, and they're coming at you and wanting to borrow money. So you might want to be careful about that if that's the deal. Or borrow something like, oh, just let me borrow your car for the day. And meanwhile, they're going to, take a 9-hour road trip and put, I don't know how many miles on it, right? 500 miles or so. And maybe you don't want that. There's something about being careful about someone lying is what I'm getting with these two. But if it's nothing like that in any relationships and nobody's, nothing at all to do with those, the other options would have to do with, again, being grateful for what you have. Know that doesn't mean that you're not making progress if you don't have, everything you've always wanted, that kind of thing. Just let all that go and make a fresh start. Make a brand new fresh start to focus in on all that you already have and just be with that and see how that works for you for the day. And it can shift on a dime when you are in your inner abundance, connected to your inner being, in your abundance. There's no stopping. It's all about your inner wealth, right? And then the only thing with that is you just have to be careful not to overindulge, right? Because Venus and Virgo, it's like that love for all the earthly, But I see it as like all the little creatures too. Okay, that's it for today, you guys. Hope you're doing really well. Big hugs as always. Take good care. Bye.